Citizens of the Reject Nation, help.
I need somebody.
Help.
Not just anybody.
Help. Yes, we're watching The Help today. Ron Joxie in the house,
doing
baby.
Let's go.
I can't believe you picked up what I was putting down.
You know, I've heard a Beatle or two.
I can't believe that this movie's about the Beatles.
It's gonna be great. You know, I've been waiting for a biopic of the Fab Four for a long time.
Oh, and finally here it is with Octavia Spencer starring as John Lennon.
Ah, perfect casting. Couldn't have chosen better if I was the casting director myself.
I'm excited to watch this because I have never seen this and everybody brings it up. I'm
Yes.
sure that's been happening to you too.
Yes, it's the only the movie people talk to me about.
Well, that's really good. So like it, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you guys feel. If it's your first time watching along, what have you been doing living under a rock like us? I really don't know.
If you are watching along, who's your favorite Beatle? Just leave it down below.
That's the most important part about the entire thing. And thank you so much to Prepper for helping edit these awesome videos. We appreciate you guys. Also, if you want to be super sexy and you want to be helpful, then you can be a patron. Sync up with your own copy over there. That's where the super sexy people are. And if you become a patron, then you are the help.
I mean, we like to think that we help you,
we're the
stay
help.
entertained, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's...
But you're also helping us, maintain this whole operation.
That's because over there, you and Greg, you guys do several shows exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. So help us help you. That's Jerry Maguire. Help me help you?
I think so.
There's a lot of help movies. Maybe this will be the best one. You ready?
I'm ready. This the title.
Did you know as a girl growing up that one day you'd be a maid?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And you knew that because?
My mama was a maid. My grandmama was a house slave.
Not a very big step up.
What does it feel like to raise a white child when your own child's at home being looked after by somebody else?
Excellent, I'm sure.
It feel...
Oh.
I done raised 17 kids in my life. Looking after white babies, that's what I do. I know how to get them babies asleep, stop crying, and go in the toilet bowl before their mamas even get out of bed in the morning. You is kind, you is smart, you is important.
That's what this comes from?
Get your affirmations in.
I work for the Leafalts from 8 to 4, 6 days a week.
Oh, the wig.
I do all the cooking, cleaning, washing, ironing, and grocery shopping.
Yeah, and anything else they can figure out for me to do.
I take care of baby girl, and Lord, I worry she gonna be fat.
Does this dress look homemade?
Do you want it to?
I reckon when you finish it won't.
Well, thank you.
Miss Leafall still don't pick baby girl up but once a day.
Jeez.
The birthing blues got hold of Miss Leafall pretty hard. I done seen it happen plenty of times. Once babies start having their own babies.
Postpartum depression, boy. You're
Come
more
in,
of a
Johnny
mom than
Cash.
she is.
Did you watch How to Get Away with Murder?
My dad worked on that show. Yeah.
Love it.
But not Miss Skeeter. No man and no babies.
Miss Skeeter. Independent woman.
So what had Emma Stone done before this? Did this put her on the map in the biggest of ways?
I feel like she was already pretty well established when this came out, but I could be wrong. I mean, this is at least post Superbad. I feel like Superbad was the real catapult.
Yeah. Just what a different type of movie for her.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Eugenia Phelan.
Come on.
Eugenia Phelan.
Hi, my name's Eugenia Phelan, and I want to be feeling you.
Whoa.
Old Miss Rebel Rouser editor. Double major. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
This is a rejection letter.
Oh.
Not exactly. See, Miss Stein thought...
Stein?
Elaine Stein
What?
from Harper & Row Publishing in New York.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
She said no.
Well, until I gained some experience. See? It says right there, great potential, gain some experience, and please apply again.
I mean, could be worse.
Miss Myrna has gone shithouse crazy on us. She drunk hairspray or something. I want you to read her past columns. Then read these letters, and you answer them just like she would. Nobody is going to know the damn difference.
Oh, wow.
You know who Miss Myrna is.
Who doesn't know Miss Myrna?
Mama, we're late for bridge.
Miss Hilly was the first of the babies to have a baby.
Interesting.
Okay, is that Bryce or Jessica?
Yes.
I think Bryce, right?
Mrs. Walters, you need help coming down?
Hey.
Down.
Octavia.
Did you know her before this?
Yes.
Not before today, before the help.
Because I've not seen The Help, so I definitely knew Octavia before today.
I mean, did Octavia Spencer come on the map from the help as well?
No, I think she'd been holding it down for such a long time before this.
Miss Hilly moved her into her house and fired the maid she had to make room for Minny, too. See, Minny about the best cook in Mississippi, and Miss Hilly wanted her.
Do anything to get her.
After my boy died, a bitter seed was planted inside of me,
It's called grief.
and I just didn't feel so accepting anymore.
Ooh. Can't cover it up.
Hold on, those are Miss Hilly's.
She look like the winning horse at the Kentucky Derby. Give me, Lord, but I'm gonna have to kill that woman, Aileen.
Miss, we folk got so much hairspray in her hair, she gonna blow us all up if she light a cigarette. And you know she will.
Kitchen seems like the place to be at this party.
Yeah, always is. This is the dynamic duo I need.
Sorry I'm late.
Ah!
Oh, and hey, Dad, I picked up my black dress from the cleaners this morning.
About supper club tonight. Honey, Stewart had to cancel. Again? He got held up on the oil rig, Skeeter.
Not the oil rig.
Is he even real?
I'm starting to think this Stewart is a figment of your imagination, so just forget it.
Is your impression that she's trying to set her up with Stewart?
She wants to have Stewart killed.
I got a job today at the Jackson Journal.
No.
They'd be a fool not to hire you. Just Skeeter and her job.
That's the girl from Pitch Perfect, right?
Yeah. And Mad Men?
Elizabeth, can I talk to Aveline just to help me with some of the letters?
Why can't you just get Constantine to help?
John Constantine?
Constantine in the 60s. Interesting.
Constantine quit us.
Oh my gosh, Skeeter, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, I don't really know how to answer these letters.
I don't know how to clean.
I mean, as long as it doesn't interfere with her work, I don't see why not.
Leafort residence.
Hello, is Elizabeth in?
Jessica Chastain.
Yes, please tell her Celia Foot called again.
Celia Foot.
Looking for some help at my house. You know any maids looking?
No, ma'am.
It's Celia Foot, Emerson 684.
Yeah, that's Jessica Chastain. Whoa!
I would know those feet anywhere. Oh, that guy is. God damn it, John.
It's lunchtime.
Is he that guy from Fired Up?
No, he's the guy from that show, Sex/Life. He's the husband. I don't remember his name.
Miss Celia Foot called again.
Oh.
I've never called her back, Hilly.
I've never called back your lookalike.
I ran into her at the beauty parlor, and she had the nerve to ask if she could help with the children's benefit ball.
What a witch!
How dare she?
Thank you, Aveline.
Okay, so they're setting up Emma Stone's character as the only person who's really acknowledging the help.
Yeah.
It's like
the most human of them all.
she just said, thank you. That's it.
If Aileen uses the guest bath, I'm sure she uses yours too.
She does not.
Oh, guys.
Tell Raleigh every penny he spends on a college bathroom, he'll get back in spades when y'all sell.
Jesus Christ.
It's just plain dangerous. They carry different diseases than we do.
Oh my God.
Every white home to have a separate bathroom for the colored help.
Oh my
It's
God.
been endorsed by the White Citizens Council.
I bet it has. Oof. This is all good. I endorse all of this.
Do you think you'd be willing to help me with those Miss Myrna letters?
Miss Myrna get it wrong a lot of times. Be good to get it right.
You think I could take credit for all of your life experience?
All that talking there today. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry she said it at all.
I'm sorry that she heard it. Sorry it's happening.
Is that preacher great sermon? Oh, that reminds me so much of my maid, Constantine.
Spider-Man after this.
We're in church circle together.
Have you seen her lately?
No, ma'am.
Did you know that she had quit us? I got home from school a week ago and my mama told me she had quit.
Uh-oh.
Hilly wants you to put her initiative in the League newsletter.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'll be back tomorrow, Aveline, to get started on those Miss Myrna letters.
Y'all make it quick. Tomorrow's silver polishing day.
Yep. Wouldn't want that silver to
What
go on.
happens if your silver isn't polished? You're
Ugh.
screwed.
Yeah, you know, everyone in the neighborhood's going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
You might be embarrassed.
I
You might
s-
have to clean it yourself.
I polish all my silver all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
In fact, I should probably leave to polish the silver.
What do you polish your silver with?
Tears of my enemies.
Yeah, me too.
Is this a little too young?
Hey!
That's a little too everything.
Allison, Janney.
This is wild. Oh, the costume design in this, they really went to town.
A wig on a wig.
Mama, I want to ask you about Constantine.
Right after old Miss won the Sugar Bowl. Come on, you try it on.
What really happened?
Skeeter, your mother is sick. She wants to see you in this dress. Unzip me.
Is your mother always talking the third person?
Your eggs are dying. Would it kill you to go on a date? Just show a little gumption.
Get them frozen, you know? Put them on ice.
Easier said than done, even now.
What, you want a giant needle jabbed into your abdomen?
Shoot yourself up with hormones.
I got a job today, writing for the Jackson Journal.
She looks like 18 here.
You can write my obituary.
Oh.
Mother, would it really be so bad if I never met a husband?
Skeeter.
You were just completely against the norms of this time.
Are you having unnatural thoughts about girls or women? This article says there's a cure.
Oh,
Special
good.
fruit tea.
Yes.
Yes.
Daddy, what happened to Constantine?
Constantine went to live in Chicago with her family.
Convincing.
Did you fire her?
We were just a job to her, honey. With them, it's all about money. Now, you'll understand that once you've hired help of your own.
She raised me.
She did not.
She worked here for 29 years.
It was a colored thing, and I put it behind me.
Whoa, dude.
Excuse me a moment, Rebecca. My daughter's upset my cancerous ulcers.
Yes, you're killing your poor, poor mother. God, that's true. Constantine probably spent more time with her than anybody.
Do you think we're going to meet Constantine or no?
I don't know. I hope so.
I do too.
Oh.
Wow.
She is.
Emma Stone has the ability to look about 12 years old.
Yep.
What you doing hiding out here, girl?
I just couldn't tell Mama I didn't get asked to the dance.
Sure, right? Some things we just got to keep to ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah, I'm ugly. Mama was third runner-up in Miss South Carolina pageant.
Oh, you quit feeling sorry for yourself.
Yes, Constantine.
Every day you're not dead in the ground.
It's a blessing.
You're going to have to make some decisions. You got to ask yourself this question. Am I going to believe all them bad things them fools say about me today?
No, ma'am.
Am I going to believe all them bad things them fools say about me today?
When she talks, I listen.
Yeah,
Holy crap,
right.
that is a captivating actress.
You're going to do something big for Joe. Come on, go home with me till the dance over. Come on.
Is this going to be like the book that she wrote by the end? Is that what we're going to be watching here?
I'd like to write something from the point of view of the help. These colored women raise white children, and in 20 years, those children become the boss.
Yeah.
No maid in her right mind is ever going to tell you the truth. That's a hell of a risk to take in a place like Jackson, Mississippi.
Is it Mary Steenburgen?
That's what I said, but Greg said no.
A Negro maid has already agreed to speak with you.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess I can read what you come up with. The book biz could use a little rattling.
Is this the experience you require?
I want to interview you about what it's like to work as a maid. The other maids would have to keep it a secret, too.
All the maids.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was hoping to get 4 or 5.
Or
To
more.
show what it's really like in Jackson.
Your perspective.
So will y'all get paid? And the babies and bathrooms? The good and the bad?
How much
What's
good
the
is
good?
there?
Yeah.
I think it's best if you leave now.
Oh, sure.
Miss Myrna thing isn't going to work out with Aibileen.
They're not going to fire her, are they?
I don't know. Maybe just don't want her in the house or taking up time or anything.
Yeah, well, and they probably know that she knows all their secrets and stuff.
You're making it harder, flapping your arms like that, Minnie.
Jesus.
Never mind.
Let's just go to the bathroom.
You go on ahead and use the inside bath, Minnie. It's all right.
It's just a little rain.
Oh,
my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
She's gonna
no.
follow her. That's cruel.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Minnie, are you in there?
Yes, ma'am.
And just what are you doing?
Ugh. Ha
You are fired, Minnie Jackson!
She didn't even get to go to the bathroom.
Wow. How many times did this happen?
Hurry, Aibileen. May Mudley's up and I'm off to the doctor.
I wonder historically if that happened.
That particular storm?
Storm, yes.
Yeah.
That they're basing it on, time period-wise.
I bet it's like an amalgamation of things.
Yeah.
Hey, Avie! No, honey. Promise me you won't go in there, okay?
Ugh. It's a bathroom, guys. Everybody poops.
You're my real mama, baby.
Oh, too right.
Oh no. What's happening now?
Minny?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Evelyn. Where you headed?
I got some business to tend to, so y'all just mind your own.
Ugh.
Evelyn!
Everything okay? You got some more Miss Myrna questions for me?
Oh, no, I just wanted to talk.
Want to talk about my book?
I'd really like to interview you, Evelyn. I know it's scary.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
A book like this has never been written before.
Because there's a reason.
I promise we'll be careful.
This already ain't careful, Mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to at least use aliases.
You're not knowing that's what scared me the most. Scared me more than Jim Crow.
That was an interesting line.
Here's my phone number. And my car's here. I could just
With
take
that
you
woman
home.
watching.
Why? People really be down on you for giving her a ride? Crazy.
No, it's suspicious, I think she thinks.
Sure.
No person shall require any white female to nurse in wards in which Negro men are placed.
Ugh.
No colored barber shall serve as a barber to white women or girls.
Wow.
Any person printing, publishing, or circulating written matter urging for public acceptance of social equality between whites and is subject to imprisonment.
Oh my God.
I went to Miss Hilly's house this afternoon. She done told every white woman in town I'm a thief. Said I stole a candelabra.
Oh.
Oh, but I got her back.
Oh,
What you
no.
did?
Oh, no. What is in that pie?
Oh my God. Remember when she said, I want to kill her? Lord, forgive me?
Yeah.
I done something terrible, awful to that woman, and now she know what I done.
Uh-oh.
But now I ain't gonna never get no job again. Oh, Lord, Leroy gonna kill me.
She deserved in what way? What happened with the pie?
Leroy Jenkins?
Maybe she just got really sick.
Please open your Bibles to Exodus. God, having asked Moses to free the Israelites, Moses answered, "Oh my Lord, I am not eloquent.
Ooh.
I am slow of speech and slow of tongue."
But not you, preacher.
Courage is daring to do what is right in spite of the weakness of our flesh.
Oh.
And God tells us, commands us, compels us to love. Amen?
Amen.
I needed that moment. This has been like pretty harsh.
You're gonna do what's right. Tell the truth.
I've never seen you in a uniform before. You look really nice.
Thank you.
This is the dress she was wearing for the interview at the beginning. She made her tea.
Oh, God. Clean the coaster. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Mosquito, what if you don't like what I got to say about white people?
That is a fair question.
It doesn't matter how I feel.
You're gonna have to change my name. Mine Miss Lee for everybody.
Do you have other maids that are interested?
Ooh, you bet I do.
What does it feel like to raise a white child when your own child's at home being looked after by somebody else?
Excellent.
So good.
Love it.
How'd you know?
Is that your son?
Yes, ma'am. Can we move on to the next question?
You know, Evelyn, you don't have to call me ma'am. Not here.
Not anywhere.
Well, she'll get in trouble.
That's fair. It's not fair, but for the time, conscientious.
Wow, John
I get
thinks
it.
that's fair.
You know.
She has a point.
Ugh.
I thought I might write my stories down and read them to you. And no different than writing down my prayers.
Sure.
I write an hour, sometimes 2, every night.
Oh, wow.
My first white baby to ever look after was named Alton Carrington Spears. It was 1925, and I just turned 14. I dropped out of school to help Mama with the bill. Alton's mama died of lung disease.
Wow. 14?
Alton used to always be asking me how come I was black. Just ate them all. And one time I told him this because I drank too much coffee.
Oh, God.
He probably never had coffee. He was so, confused.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah.
She still doesn't get it, though.
My twin boys graduated from high school, both on the honor roll. We short about $75 on one of the tuition.
Woo! I am late.
Oh, Christ, dude. Jesu Christe.
Would you consider giving us a loan? I'd work every day for free till it was paid off.
That's not working for free. You'll May, that's paying off a debt. As a Christian, I'm doing you a favor.
Yes, as a Christian, of course.
God don't give charity to those who are well and able. You need to come up with this money on your own.
I am doing you a favor. Yeah, oh, sure.
When you're serving white folks coffee, sit it down in front of them. Don't hand it to them, because your hands can't touch. Last thing, look at me. No sass mapping. Give your mama a kiss.
Oh.
Every day Minnie went without a job. Might have been the day Leroy took her from my world.
Yeah, where's she going next? Is she going to go to Jessica Chastain's house?
I'm wondering, because she's got to come back into the picture. What shoe? What foot?
Foot plantation. Oh.
It's got to be a good feeling going to a plantation.
Always shooting her feet.
You, cooking something?
One of those upside-down cakes from the magazine. It ain't working out too good. Come on, let's get you Coca-Cola.
Hey, and the glass bottle and everything?
Well, more that she touched her after we just heard that it can't touch.
Oh my God, maybe she's less evil?
That might be why she was ostracized from the community.
I'm pregnant now.
Gonna be eating for two. That's double the cooking.
5 other maids have already turned me down. Let me at least get you some bus money.
Now, when you hear me say I don't want to clean this house?
So you'll do it?
Whoa.
I don't know what to make of her.
I work Sunday through Friday.
You can't work at all on the weekends.
Well, what time you want me here?
After 9, and you gotta leave before 4.
What your husband say you can pay?
Johnny doesn't know I'm bringing in help.
And what Mr. Johnny gonna do when he come home and find a colored woman in his house?
It's not like I'd be fibbing. I just want him to think I can do this on my own.
Oh, golly.
The Surgeon General has reviewed the Home Health Sanitation Initiative that I drafted, and he passed it along to Governor Barnett. Skeeter, when can we expect to see the initiative in the newsletter? I gave it to you a month ago.
All eyes on me.
Hilly, I really am sorry about the newsletter. It's just with Mama being sick and all.
Oh, it's fine.
I made you the egg and olive on rye, Miss Skeeter.
Oh, thank you, Henry. You remembered.
Oh, you better give him a good tip.
Oh, Skeeter Stewart's definitely coming this time, next Saturday week.
He's canceled twice before, so don't you think maybe that's a sign?
Third time's a charm, baby.
Damn it, Skeeter. I'm not gonna let you miss out on this just because your mother convinced you you're not good enough for somebody like him.
Wow.
That was the first bit of heart that she's shown. Like, in the whole movie. That was the first thing she said at all that was worth anything a damn.
Yeah. This movie is really teaching me the difference between Bryce Dallas Howard and Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, I know.
Jessica Chastain also has a broader jawline.
She's more angular.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh no, a ring. And she's forced with what to do with it.
Oh, you can sell that for $75.
No, don't do that though. Oh, I'm so scared.
God.
I just don't want anything to happen to her.
Yeah.
Or somebody else get blamed.
It's like they don't even know that thing's missing. But somehow.
What happened? What happened?
Sick baby?
Baby girl still gotta wear a diaper when she sleep at night. And it don't get changed till I get there in the morning. At about 10 hours, she gotta sleep in her mess.
Oh, boy.
It'll only go if her mama don't think
Yeah.
their child is pretty.
God.
Oh,
Petty
she feels that. Emma Stone relates.
Miss Leafo should not be having babies. Write that down.
Ooh, yep. Write that down.
I believe. They done set a bomb off in Megan Evers' carport.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh no.
What makes you think colored people need your help? Why you care, Minnie?
Because that's what we're here to do. We're the saviors.
I want to show her perspective so people might understand what it's like from your side.
Well, it's a real 4th of July picnic. Polish the silver. And we just love not making minimum wage or getting the Social Security.
Yep.
Maybe things can change.
What law's gonna say you got to be nice to your maid?
I have to do this now, Minnie.
You damn right I don't. You two give me heart palpitations.
Sure.
I feel Minnie so hard on this one. Like, if I was Minnie and that was my best friend, you know, if something goes south,
Yeah.
it's not Emma Stone who's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it. But I need to make sure she understands this ain't no game we playing here. I got to come up with the questions too? Oh.
I love her. I love her.
Then I get on the pork chop so I can get started on that cornbread.
Once Minny got to talking about food, she liked to never stop.
Go for some cornbread right now.
We got to get some more maize.
It's hard. You go try and see.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Go recruiting.
Get down here. Something just arrived from New York for you.
Oh.
Is it the guy?
Yeah, Stuart's on the doorstep. No, I think it's from the publisher.
Oh, get my head out of the dating game.
Lover of love, shipper of ships.
Yeah,
I get it.
You get it.
What is that?
Shine later. All the way from New York City.
Oh my God. We're both wrong.
The whole system costs $11.
Of course.
11 whole dollars, boy.
Holy shit.
Yep.
William's cousin will just have to come pick you up himself.
Well, I'll take the
Sure.
truck.
It's hooked up to the motor grader.
I'll drive slow.
Don't sit like some squaw Indian! Cross your ankle!
Everyone knows that's how I always sit on this show like this.
Let's get as many slurs in there as we can, shall we?
I sit like a lady.
You do.
Yes.
She's a lady.
Want a drink?
Just water, please.
Wow.
Double Old Kentucky Straight, the water back.
You sure you don't want to just make it the whole bottle in a straw?
What do you do with your time?
I write, but right now I'm working on a domestic maintenance column for the Jackson Journal.
You mean housekeeping. Jesus, I can't think of anything worse than reading a cleaning column.
Oh my
Except for maybe writing one.
Oh my God.
This is going well.
Isn't that what all you girls from Ole Miss major in? Professional husband hunting.
Who is hungry? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Well, were you dropped on your head as
Oh,
an
no.
infant? Or were you just born stupid?
Ooh. You're not missing
I kind
out.
of think he's going to be into her because of that.
He likes the chase.
There you are. I'm stuffed.
Aw.
You supposed to eat in the dining room. That's how it works.
I'm fine right here, Minnie.
Now, I ain't messing around no more. Now, Mr. Johnny gonna catch me here and shoot me dead right here on this no-wax floor. You got to tell him. Ain't he wondering how the cooking so good?
You're right.
How many stories have you recorded thus far?
The ones you've read?
2 domestics, that's all? Don't send me anything else until you do have more made.
How many more?
A dozen.
Okay.
And write it fast before this whole civil rights thing blows over.
Yes.
Yes,
Before
that's
it
the big
all
problem.
blows over. Like it has now. We fixed it.
Yeah,
It's
we
done.
did.
We did it.
Everything's good.
If we don't get more, we're not getting published.
Just write them down and invent the maid Saturday. Y'all already making up names, just make up the maids too.
We're not gonna do that. That would be wrong.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
They killed my son.
Oh yeah. There it is.
He fell carrying 2x4s at the mill. Truck went over him, crushed his lung. That white foreman threw his body on back of a truck, drove to the colored hospital, dumped him there and honked the horn.
Jesus Christ.
There was nothing they could do, so I brought my baby home. He died right in front of me.
Oh.
You stop this. Everything I wrote, he wrote. Everything he was gonna die with him.
Yeah, it's not just one story or two. It's
Yeah.
the story of so many people.
It's 2 people, but they have 1,000 stories that have weight. Viola Davis is the best actress of our time.
Yeah, buddy.
Hilma, I wanted to talk to you about something. I already know what you're gonna ask, Mosquito.
Yeah, you do.
I'm trying to get my boys off to college. It's worthwhile what y'all doing, but my boys are worth more.
I understand.
Oh.
Did you also ask Miss Skeeter if you could borrow money?
Of course not.
Jeez. Whenever she enters a room,
I mean,
it's like a
horrible
wave
nightmare.
of ice.
Skeeter, are you intentionally not putting my initiative in the newsletter? Reading this stuff, believe it or not, there are real racists in this town.
And you're one of them.
Put my initiative in the newsletter.
Or what? Where are we going?
Where's she shaking?
I think she's gonna white it out, yeah. Oh, what are we doing? Drop off your old what?
Maybe your old beliefs.
No, what?
What a reaction.
Don't move. There's a
Hitchhiker.
particularly tall and very handsome man named Stuart here for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry for the way I act. I was rude and I've been thinking about it a lot.
Well, I haven't. She can just go.
God damn it. I told Hilly I wasn't ready to go out on any date, all right? Wasn't even close to ready.
I'm gay.
I was engaged last year. She ended it.
I'm sure she did.
Ouch.
Anyway, we've been dating since we were 15, and you know how it is.
Actually, I don't. I've never really dated anyone before.
Ever?
Ever.
What?
You, Skeeter. I've never met a woman that's exactly what she's thinking.
Well, I got plenty to say.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
I love it.
I knew it.
You make me laugh, smile. Would you like to come out to dinner with me?
For real this time?
I can actually listen to you this time.
I can't think of anything worse.
Well, I understand, and I'm sorry.
Aw.
Just give me a minute. Let me get my sweater.
I'm not a big fan of oysters, huh?
Oysters are a vehicle for crackers and ketchup.
Oh my God.
They're an aphrodisiac.
The boys caught me reading your Miss Myrna column on the rig the other day.
Yeah.
You read them?
All of them. Very informative, too. I had no idea that ground eggshells got grease out of clothes.
Well, I did my homework.
How can I get these columns?
She's really just taking other people's ideas and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
I do my homework by asking everybody else and taking the credit.
Yeah.
Skeeter?
Oh.
I hope you get to write something really good. Something you believe in.
You have no idea.
Ooh, I'm kind of into the kiss. Let's go.
Yeah.
You went in at the exact right time.
It's a nice little arc there.
It's Skeeter. She put it in the newsletter. I specifically said, drop old coats at my house, not commodes.
Oh my God. Oh, golly.
Oh my God.
This child.
I have a potty, Mommy.
Oh my goodness, no.
You get off of that toilet.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You is calm. You is smart. You is important.
Why didn't they just have her say, you are kind, you are smart, you are important?
This is the dialect.
I had one merchant to call me, and he said, I want you to know that I've talked to my national office today, and they want me to tell you that we don't need business.
Oof.
Don't encourage them like that.
That is national news.
I won't have it.
Jeez.
Oh.
Ooh.
Where's Constantine?
Don't encourage them.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, the language in this is disgusting. Oh, no.
What are we doing here?
Oh, no.
Colored people off. The rest of you, let me know where you're going. I'll get you close as I can.
Oh.
Some got shot. Where are you headed? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. All right.
Oy vey.
Cold, brutal, deliberate killing in a savage, uncivilized state.
Sure.
Inhumanity, murder, brutality.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, I hated that.
15 minutes past midnight, Everett got out of his car beside his home in a Negro residential area. In a vacant lot about 40 yards away, a sniper fired a single shot.
A sniper.
Now we'll go right in front of his chair, neighbor.
We're gonna pray for the Evers. We're gonna pray for murder.
We living in hell.
Sure.
All the kids trapped. Sugar, take your brothers and sisters and y'all go on to bed.
Yeah. It's enough tragedy for one day. Pick it up again tomorrow.
So they knew the man?
Medgar Evers, I'm trying to think back to history. Was he a leader?
But they said we're going to pray for him. Like, if it sounded like they
Pray for his
personally
soul.
knew him, but maybe not.
They might have died. I mean, she came in earlier saying
Yeah.
they blew up Medgar Evers' carport.
Yeah.
So.
We're gonna be careful.
He's just too good. Pick up, drag us back, shoot me in front of my chair.
We ain't doing civil rights. We just telling stories like they really happened.
That is so right.
The presses are heating up. We needed Miss Myrna 30 minutes ago.
Chop, chop.
Didn't he play like a kooky psychic on American Horror Story?
You mean
vacuuming your giant taxidermy bear?
That is funny.
Miss Celia. You messed up your hair coloring again.
Maybe she's not actually pregnant, and maybe there is no man. I don't know. You think it's possible?
She might be nursing a shiner or something. Whoa! Whoa!
She lost the baby. Oh, no.
Why is there so much blood?
Oh, poor thing.
We got married because I was pregnant.
Oh, no.
Then I lost it a month later. Johnny wants kids now. What's he gonna do with me?
Oh.
Mr. Johnny just gonna have to get over it.
He doesn't know about the baby. Was it 2 before?
Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate to break it to you. Oh, damn. Oh.
What is she putting in the box?
Whatever there was of.
I mean, she wasn't even showing, though.
There must have been something.
Yule May Davis?
What the hell?
Because she took the ring?
Oh.
Is that why?
I mean, maybe. How would they know? Oh, jeez. Ah. God, the kids watching all this.
She was a thief the day she started.
Wow, dude.
And walks into a pawn shop with a ring of such size and color.
Oh, wow.
Skeeter, you best head on over to Miss Abelin's house.
Yeah.
Now.
What, she got like a whole consortium of people here? Yup. Oh, they're fed up now, yeah.
I used to take a shortcut every day when I went to work at Dr. Dixon's house. Cut through that farmer's lower 40 to get there. One day, this farmer was waiting for me with a gun.
Of course.
Said he'd shoot me dead if I walked on this land again. Dr. Dixon went and paid that farmer double for 2 of those acres. Told him he was gonna start farming too. But he bought that just for me.
Wow.
Jolene's mom and put it in her will. I got to work for Miss Jolene.
Oh.
Miss Jolene's a mean woman. Lord, I tried to find another job. But in everybody's mind, the French family and Miss Jolene owned me.
Oh, my God.
Ugh. Yeah, God, they willed you to her? Jesus.
I leave early this week for Thanksgiving. Our last editor's meeting is December 17th. So if you want a prayer this getting read, I better have it by then.
Yes.
Hey, Elizabeth. I was in the neighborhood. Thought I'd drop by. Everybody hide.
Everyone hide?
Everyone hide.
Brought a chocolate pie. My maid, Minny, made it.
Oh. Wow. God, they are the worst people.
Why did they completely ostracize her? What happened?
Don't be taking those women any more pies. You understand?
Huh.
They made me stand there like I was the backing salesman.
They're petty.
Cause they know about you getting knocked up by Mr. Johnny.
There you go.
Mad you married one of their men. Especially since Miss Hilly and Mr. Johnny had just broke up too.
Of course.
Hilly probably thinks that I was fooling around with Johnny when they were still going steady.
Mrs. Walters always said Miss Hilly's still sweet on Mr. Johnny too.
No wonder.
She never put the pieces together.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna have to tell Hilly I ain't no boyfriend stealer. I'll tell her Friday night at the benefit.
You don't need to be going to that benefit, Miss Celia.
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy, Attorney General.
Sweetheart, I gotta get down to the coast.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, they must be going steady.
What if people find out what we write and figure out Niceville Willie Jackson, figure out who?
Maybe we need us some insurance.
What do you got in mind?
Sorry. I need to tell y'all about the terrible, awful I done to Miss Hilly.
Let's go.
It might be the only thing to keep us safe.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Wow, I'm so curious right now. This just became a mystery movie.
If I take you back, I'll have to cut your pay $5 a week.
Take me back.
What do you put in here that makes it taste so good?
That good vanilla from Mexico and something else real special.
Was it going to be like Ipecac or something?
Eat my shit.
Oh, my God, her poop.
Oh, no, what? Ah!
What'd you say? I said eat my shit.
I think you already are.
Have you lost your mind? No, ma'am. But you about to, because you just did.
Oh!
That's like the best revenge I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
One, you had 2 slices.
Mama's all right. Oh, my God.
You trying to get yourself killed? No. I wasn't planning on telling Abeline. I just wanted to see her take a bite.
Yes.
But moreover, what happened to poor Miss Walters? Miss Hilly threw her in that nursing home just for laughing.
Oh my God.
But don't you see? She gonna go to her grave convincing folks this book ain't about Jackson. Now that keeps us safe.
Sure. Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's too dangerous.
Y'all two brought me into this, but I'm gonna finish it.
I'll publish the damn book myself.
Pull my parts out all together. Y'all pick.
She is so good too. I mean, it's because the acting is like the top quality. Like, this is just the best actors.
Thank you, Tommy. I should be out by 10. See you then.
Wow, this woman too. They're
Dude.
all stellar.
Miss Walters getting around.
This is Jolene French reporting from the African Children's
Oh my
Benefit
God.
Ball. And I'm here with League President, Miss Hilly Holbrook.
Ugh.
Okay, everybody quiet down. I got the list of the winners.
Here we go.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
The highest bid in baked goods goes to Minnie Jackson's chocolate pie.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Hilly Holbrook!
Oh, no.
I didn't get anything.
Someone bid in your name. She bid in your name.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I don't know which one to shoot.
Do you think me and Johnny went behind your back? No way. I'm
Oh my God, don't call out Minnie. Oh no.
What are you up to? I don't know what you're talking about.
You liar. Who did you tell?
Hilly, I got pregnant after you and Johnny broke up.
Oh, wow.
Hey, baby, what's the matter? Seal?
Oh.
Oh, she's gonna throw up.
Oh no.
You signed me up? I may have trouble remembering my own name or what country I live in, but there are two things I can't seem to forget. That my own daughter threw me into a nursing home and that she ate many shit.
I love her. Love her. Love her.
Killing it, mama.
Well, I have one more story to tell.
About Constantine.
I need to talk to you about Constantine.
Oh, Eugenia. That was so long ago.
What happened?
Yep.
The Daughters of America had just appointed me state regent.
Ugh.
The Daughters of America.
Look at that.
Huh?
She's gotten so old and slow, Skeeter.
Oh no.
Oh, Christ. Oh, poor thing.
We were expecting you next week.
I decided to come early and surprise Mama.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Why don't you go run back, wait in the kitchen?
Oh, that's messed up.
Well, I'm just doing as I was told, Miss Charlotte. Going to the kitchen. But I'm going to see my mama first.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Go on to the kitchen, Hilly. I'll be there to wait. You may put up with this kind of nonsense, but I do not.
Yeah. The cruelty of polite society.
Get out of this house, Rachel.
You heard her. Go on, girl. Let me take her to the kitchen. Charlotte.
This woman, does she ever get to play like nice people, this woman? I feel like she gets typecast as a lot of like overbearing, stern characters.
I'm so sad right now.
Yeah, this is cruel. Oh.
Constantine didn't do anything wrong.
Of course not. Did you think she did?
Yeah, like
Shocking.
what gives you cause to believe anyone's standard is that high?
You idolized her too much. You always have.
I needed someone to look up to.
Yeah.
I went to her house the next day, but she had already gone.
Yeah, this is probably the only thing keeping her here. Oh, little one.
That means Skeeter had gone to her house a lot too.
I guess so.
She needs me.
Eugenia,
What?
we sent your brother up to Chicago to bring Constantine home.
She died.
Yeah.
When he got there, she died.
Oh, I knew it. It's like, so you do have a soul. You just
Buried it.
buried it and did the wrong thing.
Yeah. Hey, by Anonymous.
That was fast.
They printed a few thousand copies with the worst advance Miss Stein had ever seen. They sent Miss Skeeter $600. She broke that money up and gave it to each of us.
Aw.
We just got this from Miss Skeeter. Look at it. Look at it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
for using her inside toilet. Put me out in a storm and told me never to come back. But I did come back.
Hey.
I came back with a pie I had baked to say I'm sorry. I watched her eat.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
This is the first time she realizes
Oh,
this is
no.
about her daughter.
Oh,
You should read the book, Hilly. It's quite scandalous.
Jesus. Oh, everyone's got a copy now.
You told me to write something good, something I believed in.
It's not what I believe in.
Oh, shit.
Trouble's already here, Stuart. I had to tell you this. You needed to know.
Goddamn right I needed to know. You should have told me this from the start. You're a selfish woman, Skeeter.
Yes. Yes, of course.
That was very selfish of her.
I think you're better off being alone.
Okay.
Forever.
Goodbye then. It's so hard once you're in love with somebody because at the beginning, if you had said this, she would have said, piss off.
Yeah. You know, just ask every potential suitor if they're a raging racist and then move on.
I honestly, for a while on the dating apps, I used to ask people, where were you on January 6th?
I was at our nation's capital,
Just
as a matter of
checking.
fact.
Just checking.
You're the reason I'm
The music in this movie is great.
Oh, that story hit home, didn't it?
Which one do you think? Of Constantine?
That's hers. Yup. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, yes.
Where is this going to go?
What's the matter, baby?
Oh, my God.
I heard that Betty character might be Mary Elizabeth.
It's not Jackson. And that book is garbage. I bet the whole thing is made up by some nigger.
Is a fat check? Ooh. 2 slice Hilly.
That's
Jesus
hysterical.
Christ. You ain't gonna take that 200. Wow. Oh,
Wow.
Harper and Row, not bad. Now you got experience.
Oh, Missy, you're going to jail.
You can't prove anything.
Ooh.
Abeline ought to have been a little bit smarter before putting in about that L-shaped scratch in poor Elizabeth's dining table.
Yeesh.
And that, you're Minny.
Whoa.
Do I have plans for her?
Careful, Hilly. That's chapter 12.
Ah.
That was not me!
Oh, boy.
Mother, what hippie you've become.
Yes.
Everything okay, you two?
Oh, Mrs. Viola.
Hilly, you're
Very Grey Gardens right now.
a sweaty mess. Are you ill?
You look like shit.
You know, Hilly, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you've been eating too much pie.
Oh.
You get your raggedy ass off my porch.
See, we knew she had a soul, even though you can't make up for what you did, but you can move forward as a better person.
We are going shopping. No single daughter of mine is going to New York City representing the great state of Mississippi without a proper cosmopolitan wardrobe.
Ooh.
Courage sometimes skips a generation.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it back to our family.
Yeah.
Well done.
And I know the doctor says it's some kind of last strength nonsense, but I have decided not to die.
Good for you. Same.
I have never been more proud of you.
There we go.
Well done.
What every kid wants their mom to say when you know you're doing the right thing.
Oh, no. Nice ride, though.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Minny, hey, stop. Minny?
Celia!
Minny! Hey, I'm not here to hurt you. Girl? Celia finally told me about the babies. But I also know that the minute you started working here, she started getting better.
Yeah?
You knew I was here the whole time?
Fried chicken and okra on the first night. I mean, y'all could have at least put some corn pone on the table.
I can't let you eat no more corn pone, Mr. Johnny.
But thanks to you, now I've had to let out every pair of pants I own.
Yeah. Make me some new pants. So the Foots, who live on an actual plantation, are some of the least shitty white people in this part of Mississippi. Interesting irony.
I cooked it all by myself.
Yes, she did. She was up all night.
Wanted to do something special.
Oh.
Minnie's like, I don't want your cooking, babe.
I ain't losing my job.
You got a job here for the rest of your life, if you want it.
Yeah, okay.
Aw.
Please.
Aw. Look at common decency.
Yeah, but here you and I are like, they're such good people.
Look,
and
it's
like
like bare minimum. No, all of us white folks are better for this moment. We all did our part just by watching this movie.
Yeah, that's it. Don't have to do anything else.
Done.
Our
We are
mission.
woke. Racism is fixed. My white guilt is assuaged.
What all these cars doing out here? We late?
No, we ain't late.
I also have questions on how people got the commodes to the lawn.
Yep. Yep. Like, you just holding on to this old toilet, or did you rip it out to bring it here?
So many of them.
I also just love the word commode.
Oh, start clapping too.
Clapping for you. Yep.
Just so sorry.
Come on down, Sister Clark.
Who is the preacher? He looks really familiar.
Yeah, he does look really familiar. I was thinking about that. It's so hard because this movie was how many years ago? 10?
Probably.
It's like probably we've seen him in things since then, but maybe he looks different now.
Yeah.
This is an important time in our community, and we have to thank you for what you have done. We know you couldn't put your name in here, so we all
Would you sign
signed
my
our
copy?
own.
Oh. Still got white Jesus on that fan, though. Was he in Selma, maybe?
Maybe.
Judges over 2 counties sign up.
I didn't see it.
All for
but
you and me.
I haven't seen it either.
That's next.
That's next.
I got a job offer from Harper Row in New York. Can't just leave you two here. Things are getting bad from the mess that I created.
Bad things happen, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You ain't got a good life here in Jackson, plus your mama's getting better. You ain't got nothing left here but enemies in the junior league. Go find your life, Miss Skeeter.
The silver I lent Elizabeth last week.
Ain't our polish good? Humidity been fighting me on polishing day.
When you returned it, 3 pieces were missing from the felt wrapper.
Oh, no.
And 2 spoons.
Let me go check in the kitchen. Maybe I left some behind.
You know as well as I do, that silver's not in the kitchen.
What?
She's going to get her arrested.
Can May Mobley's bed? Since little man was born, she been putting things in his
Do you hear her, Elizabeth?
Oh, you hit him yourself.
Then it behooves me to inform you that you are fired, Aibileen.
Kid's gonna come barf up a bunch of spoons.
And still no silver.
Maybe I can't send you to jail for what you wrote, but I can send you for being a thief.
I know something about you. Don't you forget that.
Yep.
But what you and May says there's a lot of time to write letters in jail. Plenty of time to write the truth about you.
Yeah.
Nobody would believe what you wrote.
I don't know. I've been told I'm a pretty good writer. Already sold a lot of books.
No, damn.
Call the police, Elizabeth. All you do is scam and lie to try to get what you want.
Aibileen, stop.
You're a godless woman.
Yes, you are.
You have to go now.
Don't go, baby.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you, but it's time for me to retire. You're my last little girl.
No.
Oh.
You remember what I told you?
You is kind. You is smart. You is important.
That's right, baby girl.
Here.
You give my sweet girl a chance.
Yeah. Be an actual mom, maybe.
May Mobley was my last baby. In just 10 minutes, the only life I knew was done.
Oh.
God says we need to love our enemies. It's hard to do.
Cruel thing for God to say.
Yeah.
No one had ever asked me what it felt like to be me.
Huh, such a simple question, too.
Once I told the truth about that, I felt free. My boy Treelaw always said we gonna have a writer in the family one day. I guess it's gonna be me.
Yes, ma'am. You should head to New York.
Is she gonna do Ghostwrite for Emma Stone?
Yeah. Wowie.
It's like my mind is going a million miles an hour because I'm just like, how is she gonna make money now? How is she gonna survive?
Yeah, how's she gonna live? Written for the screen and directed by Tate Taylor.
Based on a novel. Okay.
Catherine Stockett. Interesting.
Chris Columbus.
I told you.
You did.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's crazy about these ending shots like this is like, you know that Viola had to walk for so long
Yeah.
just to get the shot. She's like, is it cut yet? They're like, just keep going, babe.
Keep going.
Just keep
Keep
on going.
Don't stop.
We need you
Don't
to
turn
walk
around.
for
Just keep
8
going.
minutes. Keep it pushing. Damn.
It's like a silent movie. He's just off screen. Okay, a little faster. No, too fast. Okay, slow down. All right.
Are we gonna? At what point are we gonna cut? So, but this wasn't based on real characters in terms of the novel. You don't think that? Because I was kind of expecting at the end to see
real people or something like that.
Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah. I would be very curious as to the historical context. I mean, I'm sure I would imagine this is based off of real experiences and amalgamations of real people.
Well, of course, we were seeing real historical events, but I just don't know whether that was there an Emma Stone character, was there Viola Davis?
Yeah, or is it? It's said based on the novel, so I'm like, yeah, is this? What degree of fiction are we coming out of? Yeah,
She's still walking.
Yeah,
just keep it going, keep it pushing. The music was really excellent in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, okay.
Oh, it was Sissy Spacek. That's right. That's the mom.
That's what her name is?
Yeah.
What is your initial thoughts on this?
I mean, I enjoyed it for sure.
Mary
It's
Steenburgen,
There you go. It's very heartfelt. It's one of those things where I think the obvious kind of elephant in the room is that I believe this is a film authored by white folks, or at least in the writing, directing, that side of things. So part of me, is sitting here going like, well, I can only imagine what this story as told by black folks might be like in terms of, the real lived in perspective. There is some of that stuff where at the end it's like she goes off to New York and has a job as a writer, and, Aibileen loses her job, and I don't know really what this means. It has an optimistic note at the end, but she's been fired and she's just kind of walking off into opportunity, but I don't really know what that means, and I don't know if she's a real person to think that, okay, so she goes on to some other thing.
Is she actually walking into opportunity? What is...
Yeah, or, I mean, because the thing is, yeah, it's one of those things where this is a story about, a white character taking interest in and doing the bare minimum of seeing, these various African Americans in these, service positions as people, doing the bare minimum of seeing them as people and treating them with respect.
But then also, I understand why people believe that it's problematic, because not only doing the bare minimum of seeing them, but then using them to advance herself.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was the purpose of her writing the book, but that was the outcome of her writing the book, is that she gets to take their words and their stories, and she gets to use that to live her dream and move to New York.
Yeah, it's a dual thing. It's like she writes about something she believes in, and they draw the character as somebody who genuinely, cares about this and wants to do it for decent reasons, but it is two birds with one stone. It's like, and now she's going to go off and have this big opportunity in New York and leave Mississippi behind, where this publication is probably going to cause trouble for a lot of people, and people are probably going to have to deal with very real, very harsh circumstances because of this. And it's one of those things where you're like, you need the progress. Again, it's like, I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know how to discuss this ultimately, because I don't know how true it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though, because it's like in your soul, if you're illuminating a problem, 2011 it said, okay, if you're shining a light on something that's taking place, then you are doing something positive. But but then you're using it to tell me.
Tate Taylor and Catherine Stockett are white folks. Okay, let's see the novel.
Who are them? They're the writers of the novel?
Tate Taylor wrote and directed the movie, and Catherine Stockett wrote the book.
Okay.
Let's see.
And you're right now. We're trying to.
So I guess. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Tell me what.
Aibileen Cooper, a housekeeper who once worked for Stockett's brother, criticized the author for stealing her life story without her knowledge and basing the character of Aibileen on her likeness. Sued Stockett for $75,000 in damages.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess
Wait,
this
so her
is
brother, Catherine Stockett's brother,
yeah,
knew Aibileen?
or at least a person who became the spelling of the name here is a bit different, Abilene. But yeah, I mean, ostensibly the character who would be Aibileen is somebody that she knew.
It is so it's hard because I think that was a very well made movie, and also like it did a clear job of showing people who are you're either on the right side of history or you're not, right? Like, and then there's varying degrees of that. It's not black and white. It's black, white, and everywhere in between, of course. I'm talking about like your ideology.
It is black and white, but it's not.
Right.
Yeah. It's very gray.
I think that, but it is interesting because when we talk about movies, of course, watching it, I was like, wow, this is really well done. The performances are great. I love the music. It just seems like a big scope, you know, like the sets were incredible. The costume design was amazing. The hair and makeup was wonderful. Like it just, even the sound design we were talking, the food, like all of the elements. And the story is interesting and it pulls at your heartstrings. And yet there's also that other element, which is like, this like we're still continuing to monopolize on people's pain without them receiving that finance, you know, like
they're not going to earn residuals off this book,
right?
Like it's good of her to take that 600 and split it up against all the people who are, you know, between all the people who contributed their stories, but at the same time you're going to reap the large scale benefits of this, whereas they're going to get that one-time payment. And like again, it contributes, obviously, in the movie's universe to, everyone's reading the book and people are getting a better idea of what really happens in behind other people's closed doors, you know, as you're bringing the secrets out. We all pretend one way, and there is, I mean, the movie deals so much with, like, the toxicity and the poison, the venom of polite society, basically. The bold-faced, kind of horrific, I don't know, just, I don't know what the word is, but just the way people right in front of their maids or whoever it might be are saying these awful things, and then immediately turning back to, you know, like, oh, we're playing bridge, or oh, we're at some kind of charity event, and oh, the decorum.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite moments in the whole movie because it made the movie a little more self-aware when Bryce Dallas Howard's character is like talking to Emma Stone's character and is like, your mom can't convince you're not pretty enough to be with somebody, you know, because I think when we think of people who are evil or people who are not on the right side of things, we think, moo, ha, ha, ha. Like, if you were in a room with them for 30 seconds, you would know they were a bad person. But the truth is, most people who are racist, most people who are homophobic, most people who are sexist, most people who have extreme prejudice in their heart also have love for their friends and their family, and also like say kind things to people sometimes. And so I think that it does get, it's not confusing when you're watching it, but when you meet people in life and you're like, but they're nice to me, how could they possibly be evil to the rest of the world, you know?
Totally.
And I think that they did a good job showing that here, where like, while Bryce Dallas Howard maybe at first was being a good friend to her friends, that doesn't make her a decent human. She's an indecent human.
Yeah, I mean, she is the kind of quintessential, hoity-toity high society. Like, you know, she's the person, you know, she's leading this, what is it? She's got this initiative she's trying to lead, and she's trying to do the African Children's Starvation Fund and stuff like that. You know, really posing as a pillar of society while also being wretched as a human being and being inhumane to so many other people, you know, in the process of that.
Right, like you won't give somebody $75 in an advance, and yet you'll throw a gala for children in Africa. It's like,
because it's all for it's all for you. It's
right.
It's all for her. It's all for her status. It's all for her airs that she's putting on in again polite society. It's all about the image. It's all about the facade, and I think that was a great moment where she asks at the end, "Aren't you tired? Like, aren't you tired of creating this?" You know, illusion of yourself that is clearly not who you are and is corroding your soul trying to maintain, you know, just like at a certain point, I've heard people say, it's just like, don't even try to cover it. Just be who you are. Like if you're that ugly on the inside, just be that person, and then we know.
Yeah, totally. It's better that than a wolf in sheep's clothing, which is what we see all the time. I also really appreciated Allison Janney's character in here because I do think that change is important. And if we don't allow people to change and grow, then what's the point in having any kind of content that shows that opens your eyes to anything, right? So like she doesn't get credit for starting to be a better person, but anybody can wake up any day of their life and decide to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Even if you've done the wrong thing 80,000 times. The Constantine storyline really, really like affected me. I thought that was devastating. I mean, they did
wretched.
a good job with that one. Did you have a character that you, I don't know if the right terminology is like liked best, or one that like you felt the most for, or just were like when they were on screen you were the most captivated by?
Probably Minny or Aibileen. I mean, those two in their own unique ways just had. I mean, Octavia Spencer and Viola Davis are just such great actors, and they really brought so much life and presence to those characters and the stories and whatnot. I mean, it's an interesting movie to process now in a post Green Book world, because yeah, like on the one hand, I feel like it does at least do a fair job, and again, I don't have the perspective to know, like I haven't grown up with this history in my family or anything like that to be aware of, or not, like I don't have the black folks perspective, so I'm sure that there are probably ways in which the accounts may be distorted, and the representations of what life was actually like may be distorted here. But I don't know. I thought they brought those characters to life really vitally, and I really appreciated both the obviously there's a depth of sorrow and pain with those characters because of the position that they're in, because of the way people speak to and about them, and the way they're regarded, just the way this mindset that is so there's that one speech happening on the TV at one point where they're like, Mississippi is like at the lowest of the low in terms of like, any kind of humane treatment of our people. And so, that, I don't know. It is a movie that does have a heartfeltness to it, and I think its heart feels like it's in the right place. It is. I don't know. It's a problematic one, but it's like well made.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Completely.
Like yeah. Part of me does feel like
does it do more harm than good, or good than harm?
I guess it does. It probably helps. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, and I don't want to be presumptuous, obviously, but I guess net positive for like a white audience who needs to see this kind of thing. Like
I hear you.
It's that. It's like I've seen Green Book. I didn't hate Green Book. You watch it and you're like, yeah, this is enjoyable. There are good performances. There are good production values. It's heartfelt.
Was this nominated for Oscars?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Probably a number of them, in fact.
I wonder what it won.
Yeah.
Because there were some performances in here.
Oh, yeah.
That were just unbelievable. Honestly, probably Octavia Spencer's being my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her eyes, man, they just like, you can tell exactly what she's thinking.
Sure. Oh, yeah. No, she's got so much nuance and expression in everything she does.
The fact that the book came out in 2009 and the movie came out in 2011, that's a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Like the book comes out in 2009 and then immediately it must have done decently well, because then they must have started writing the script because they must have shot it a year later, like that is like, it just feels, it feels a little cash cowy.
A little bit, and I'm curious to know again how much of, it says here at least that Aibileen is based off a person who did work for the author's family at one point, so I don't know exactly how much firsthand experience Catherine Stockett may have, or if I guess she must have been one of these kids, raised by her nanny or whatever. And yeah, it's one of those things where I'm sure this does highlight truths, and I understand that there are ways in which, like, a white person probably had a better chance of compiling these stories and getting them published at this moment in time than a black person would have. So like,
You mean at the 1960s moment in time, or do you mean in
yeah,
2000?
oh, no, yeah, in the 1960s, for like where the story is set in context of the story. I kind of get that it's a person using what you might call the potential for a platform, you know, for the greater good.
But it's making a commentary on.
Although ironically, it was written by a white lady in 2009.
Exactly.
So like, and it's, you know, authored by white folks as a movie in 2011. And so like, that's the kind of thing where the disconnect comes around where, yeah, it's like, I think it's probably good for, people who wouldn't otherwise get these perspectives. I don't really know what black audiences would get out of this as much necessarily, and I just don't have the perspective to know that. So like, you can comment below if you are, you know, watching this and, you know, you're a black viewer or whatever.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's interesting because they're just trying to a lot of the movie is trying to make a commentary on how poorly the black workers were paid during this time, or how poorly they were treated during this time. And then by actually putting out this movie and putting out this novel, is it doing anything to help that problem in which it's pointing out, you know?
Is it doing anything that we didn't already know or confront? I mean, I guess it's indicative of the, you know, resurging just mindfulness of and discussions around civil rights as they apply to us here and now, because, you know, for a lot of people, I think we make jokes, but there are people who are like, you know, yeah, the civil rights movement happened and now we're done with that and everything's fine. And clearly it's not fine. So like, there are reasons to go back and revisit these stories.
Octavia Spencer won for this movie for Best Supporting Actress, by the way.
Okay.
Additionally, Viola Davis was nominated.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain was nominated. It was nominated for Best Picture. But yeah, Octavia would have probably gotten my vote as well.
Yeah. It's a movie I really enjoyed in the moment, and I appreciated in the moment. And I thought, you know, again, it does a decent job at least, you know, spotlighting its black characters and their story. But it is still, I don't know. It's got that very crowd-pleasing quality where it's like the mom comes around and, you know, Hilly's mom, you know, is on our side, is on the audience's side. You know, she realizes how terrible her daughter is. And, you know, the book comes out and, you know, the truth starts to spread and all that stuff. And Emma Stone goes off to New York. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's, like, satisfying, crowd-pleasing, heartstring tugging about this. But it is a fantasy, I guess, to me. It does feel more like a fantasy. And not that I even want to see, like, I understand, too, that we live in a time where people don't just want to see struggle movies. And struggle porn necessarily, or like misery porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one to take in for sure.
I was looking up right now because I remember that when Jessica Chastain and Octavia Spencer were doing press about this, I remember reading something about Jessica Chastain having to fight for Octavia Spencer to get paid more because they weren't, which is like, again, part of...
Which is like the irony, which is so wacky and strange.
Yeah, I'm just looking right now because I remember hearing that. I looked up this Variety thing. Chastain promised they were going to be tied together, asking for the same pay and receiving the same amount for the film.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that's good of Jessica Chastain. They should have been paying,
but she shouldn't.
Like,
yeah.
It shouldn't have had to have happened in the first place.
Totally.
And there's a lot of that stuff kind of in the air of this to me.
Yeah. But well done movie. Glad we watched it. It's referenced all the effing time.
Yeah.
And like just couldn't have better caliber actors in it.
It's really well made. Like, yeah, it's got really good acting. It's got great production values. Like, you really feel the place. I think it could have maybe gone a little, I don't know. It might have gone a little bit harder with a couple of its actual historical touchstones. I mean, we get a little bit of the Medgar Evers assassination, and we get a little bit of JFK, but there's not as much of like those historical milestones in your face, which I could see some people appreciating. I could see maybe tempering this a little bit better as a piece of historical fiction, because when it ended, I did have this question of, I'm sure a lot of these experiences are real. I'm sure a lot of experiences are even more harsh than the ones depicted here. I'm sure this is only scratching the surface of reality. But I can't tell what degree of fantasy we're in.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
History, yeah.
But the thing that felt like the most out of place in this movie, that was probably my favorite thing they did, was having Octavia Spencer poop in the pie. Because that was
is
like,
one of those things.
It's like iconic. It's like, you're just rooting for that so hard. And as you can tell what's happening, and she says, eat my shit. And, like she's taking the bite and you just know what's happening. Whether that's not based on anything or based on something, I was like, get him. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, that's a very crowd pleasing moment, and I mean, I'm sure it must have happened somewhere at some point. I mean, that is one of those things where I'm like, is this appropriate for the story that we're telling? I guess it kind of is. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, only because of all the toilet stuff, and it's like that wasn't. Yeah, I like.
I
that
mean,
one.
Hilly had it coming for sure.
We had it coming all along.
Certainly.
Except we're not watching Chicago right now. Okay,
Yeah.
those are my thoughts on The Help. Are those your thoughts on The Help?
I think so. I hope we did a decent job of articulating.
Me and you, the two whiteys talking.
That's right. Well, yeah.
Well, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Please give us help by leaving a comment. Let us know if we missed something, if we got it right, if we got it wrong, if you guys like this, didn't like this, anywhere in between. I read all of them. I love what the people have to say.
And this is definitely a movie. The funny part about reviewing a movie like this is a movie that I want like other people's feedback about. More so than to like extol my own,
Completely. I'm with you. So let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Rejects.
Bye.
Go pick a name, John.
Oh, golly. Let's do Tyler Haig.
Tyler Haig, you're never going to believe this, my friend. So I'm going to give you a genuine shout out because I got really sick over Christmas. The day before Christmas Eve, fell ill, traveling from the south, trying to make it to the western lands. That's right. Making a reference to Red Dead Redemption, people, because I was like, you know what? I didn't even finish this game. I should start this up. And I don't want to be here right now. I just want to keep playing the game.
Oh.
I feel like before when I was playing it, I was in a rush because it was like there's the hype. You got to beat it. You got to complete it. And now I can just like settle in and take it in. And I'm like, oh, God, I've been missing out on this. And it was the reason that you got me the PS4 to begin with. And when I was really, really sick, for some reason, I was just like craving playing Red Dead. I just feel like picking it up.
Warm yourself up.
And you know what, man? It is an awesome, awesome game. I don't know if you know this, but it's a great game. And I just want to say thank you, man, because as I've been recovering, this game has come in handy to helping pass the time. Yeah, you might still hear my voice. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but man, the last thing I want to do is be here on a camera talking to you. I just want to be looking at a television with a controller because of you.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? The irony here that I don't want to give quality time with you, but I want to do something in the name of you.
In the name of Haig.
That is my life. Anyway, Tyler, I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope Santa or the Hanukkah bear delivered something to you.
Yes.
You know.
I love the Hanukkah bear. It's my favorite holiday mascot.
Oh my God, yeah. He's always just going through your trash and leaving presents for you in the trash.
That's right. Hanukkah bear looks more like a raccoon, but
Santa goes to the chimney, Hanukkah bear goes to the trash.
Yeah, totally. No stone left unturned these holiday seasons.
Learn a thing or two, John, if you bother to broaden your,
I know. It's all baby Jesus to me.
Anyway, Tyler, thank you for being you, my friend. I love you, and I hope you never unpledge because I can constantly give you updates on my progress with finally playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
Where I'm at. You know, every month from now on, I'm just going to give you an update of where I'm at in the game.
Good.
Because day one, I beat 1%.
Oh, sick.
Day 2, I beat 2%. Day 3, got to chapter 2, did 3%. And I realized if I just did this for 100 days,
You
I
would beat the game. Dude, it's perfect.
It's-
Mathematically sound.
All right. So, goodbye, goals. Hello, Red Dead. Now let's get to it, guys. Thanks to